Welcome back to the Black Light Podcast. ThonLexy here with another live reaction. Let's go ahead and get into it. How you guys doing today? ThonLexy here with another show. Let's do it. You all know the rules. Hit the subscribe button. Also hit the notification bell so you can be notified every single time we go live. We usually go live around 2 p.m. Let's go ahead and get into it. We're going to start dropping short form content again. More announcements now that we've found our footing with the live streams once again. We're going to start doing live form, start looking for those short form content videos again that you all enjoy so much. Around like 9 a.m. we're going to try to dominate the morning part of the algorithm and see if that works around like 9 a.m. to get you guys going with your day. We're going to start releasing some short form content here and there, okay? So, a little bit of announcements. You guys know the rules. Hit the subscribe button. Everything over 20 qualifies as a show sponsor. We reached that goal of $100 in the Cash App. I will guarantee come back and react here again tomorrow. All right? Let's go ahead and get into it. Drop those locations so I can shout out where you're tuning in from. Let's have a great show. Glad to be here. Let's make it happen, BLP fans.
Let him cook.
Let's do
Let
it.
him cook now. Let him cook.
Mama, there goes that man.
Welcome. Honolulu in the building. Let's get it. So I need a pipe and a book for my outfit. That's good. Boy, do we have a show for you guys today. Wait till you guys get to the feature presentation. Entitlement of all entitlements.
My dog died.
And then a lot more. They've been going crazy over there at Ashley Dalton's platform. We're gonna get into it. We're gonna get thorough.
You see stereophonic sound for the home.
Whatever you got going
Recorded
on,
two separate
pivot.
tracks, each one giving
This is where
special
you're
emphasis
supposed to
to
be.
certain sections of
Hit the
the
subscribe button on your way into the room. Charleston, South Carolina in the building.
The sounds are blended
Let's
together.
do it. About 4 more minutes. We're gonna get going. Fill the room. Mick already sent in 10. Much love to Mick. Shout out to 10. He already dropped 10. Much love. 90 away from goal. Let's get it. I'm trying to work all week. Let's make it happen. Reed Merriweather drop 5, man. Y'all one of them ones. Let's go. Let's make it happen. Let's make this next show happen. Let's go. About 3 more minutes. We're gonna get into it. Thumbs up. Hit the like button on your way into the room. Let's make it happen. Let's go. Let's go. Let's make it happen. Aran says, let's inhale and exhale together. We have to do something to cope. Looks like DJ Matrix is already ready to move on.
Caller.
Brooklyn, New York in the building. Tampa in the building. What's up? How y'all in the Florida doing? What's going on? Drop those locations. We're gonna get going. There's a lot of archetypes. Ashley puts like mini calls in one. She does a lot of calls. And shouts out to Ashley Dalton, by the way. Go over there and subscribe to her. It's good to give credit to content creators. Regardless if you disagree with them in a few areas, regardless, you know, it's good. Sneaky Jacob, our young bull, representing the 30 and under division. He dropped 10 to the plate. Let's get it. That already puts us at 25. We're moving. Let's go ahead and make goal. I'm ready to come back here and work tomorrow. We've worked every day of the week just about so far.
We're gonna like potentially pay for the classes and
Let's make it
stuff.
happen.
So I guess I'm
Okay, now we're gonna pretty much do things the same way we've always done things on the show. We're gonna disqualify demeanor in the beginning, and this woman actually got fired for her demeanor. We're gonna break it down and analyze it and talk about it for what it is. Let's go ahead and get into it. We're not even gonna wait for the 2-minute timer to end. I'm gonna take that down, and I don't want to wait. We're gonna go ahead and get right into the clip.
in the process of it.
Okay, perfect. Do you see a comment? I see you looking at the comments. Do you want to address any of the comments?
I know they're not even talking to me. They're talking to you, so I'm good.
Well, I'm convinced that.
I don't want to be scolded. I was trying to update y'all.
What in the world is going on?
Shame in your... Oh, ain't nobody shame.
Welcome,
Hello.
Cindy. Hi.
That's so funny. I just clicked. I didn't think I was gonna get in.
Hi, welcome in.
Hello.
Do you consent to be on a live and potentially all platforms?
Yeah.
All right, what brings you up?
Well, I just been seeing your clips on TikTok lately, and I'm just interested. You know, I like what you say and see what type of advice you give.
Well, what's your specific question?
Well, the question that I see
yeah, I saw
mostly
that. I
is
saw that, Brandon.
like what can
Much
I do
love.
to level
Welcome
myself
back.
up? I guess, you know.
Okay, all right. And how old are you and why do you feel like you need to level yourself up? What's motivating you to want to do this?
Well, I'm 27. I'm about to be 28 in August, and I'm just getting older, you know. And there's always room for improvement and to be better.
Okay, and who do you see yourself becoming? Like with this level up, who do you see yourself being?
Like, I want to level up, get into a different career, you know, start making better money to establish myself. I feel like I should be at this point in my life. You know, I'm not doing like horrible or bad or anything, but like I said, you can always be doing better. So I want to start taking some classes. Excuse me, I'm sorry. I want to start taking some classes and probably get some certificates and certified in like healthcare field and stuff like that because I already technically kind of work in there. But, you know, when you get certifications, you can obviously make more money and do bigger things.
Okay. And are you doing that? Are you taking your certification?
I just got this, like, there was just an opportunity at my job where they talked about it. So, like, we had a virtual meeting the other day where they're going to, like, potentially pay for the classes and stuff. So I guess I'm in the process of it.
Okay, perfect. Do you see a comment? I see you looking at the comments. Do you want to address any of the comments?
I know they're not even talking to me. They're talking to you, so I'm good. Sorry,
Okay. All right. Well, I say, focus on your career. That sounds like what you want to do right now. I would focus on the certification. That's what I think you should be doing. Because that sounds like that is important to you, your finances.
Yeah, definitely.
Okay.
Why is she so close to the camera?
And I also wanted to know, like, what can I do, like, to level up my appearance and stuff as well?
Let's ask the chat. What can Indy do to level up her appearance? What can she do to level up her appearance? Can you guys give her some suggestions?
Nothing has happened.
I don't know why it's awkward.
She's obsessed.
It doesn't seem awkward to me. I'm just listening to her talk.
I see different lashes. They're saying something about smoking. I keep seeing that. Refresh the braids, more energy.
Yeah, I gotta get my hair done.
Maybe lay the edges. They said if you want to switch it up, curly bob.
And just to because you're not on the symmetrical side when it comes to beauty. Let's just keep it a buck. Like, if your hair is really short up under that weave, like, that you're going to be very, very difficult to wake up to. And a lot of you women need to just wear exactly what just wherever you are, present it, because we're going to find out, and we're not going to stay fixated on the lie you presented us. We're going to reevaluate you and then make a decision. Again.
Bob. They're saying smile more.
I actually do smile. I feel like we're having a conversation. I'm just like listening to you talk, you know. Yeah, I can see that. Yeah, I got to get my hair done. These braids are pretty old now.
She could
I was
definitely
planning on getting my hair done this weekend, so.
Okay. And what's your next hairstyle that you want to do?
What are we talking about?
I did see this nice half up, half down hairstyle I wanted to try, so
Okay.
I was interested in that.
Okay. That's cute. And do we do makeup at all? Do you do like lip gloss, mascara, blush?
Yeah, usually when I go out, I get my makeup, like I do my makeup and stuff like that, you know. Usually when I go like out with my friends or to the club or if I'm going out on a date, I do wear lip.
Okay. I like Ashley Dalton, but this is what happens when women are left alone and they aren't policed by reasonable beings. Just like, this is such a counterproductive conversation. And one thing I will give Ashley Dalton credit for is she did try to bring a man in to help these women with the conversation. They might have been pandering men who weren't really like equipped to do the job well, but she did make the attempt. But this is really counterproductive. We're having a conversation about makeup and all this other stupid stuff. Men have overwhelmingly made a decision on makeup. We don't really like it that much. And this isn't just a black guy thing. This is just a guy thing. Now, we're okay with you all being into it, but we're not okay with you prioritizing it or like it's men listening to this, we find it hilarious that you think that what type of makeup you wear is the difference between what kind of man you'll obtain or not obtain, or your success in the dating market or lack thereof of success. I feel like I'm losing life every moment I listen to this. Like I'm becoming a less intelligent person every moment I ingest this conversation. It's just juvenile. It's time to grow up.
Gloss. I'm just laying at home. I just got home from work not too long ago, so
Okay.
you know I'm just chilling at home.
All right. Fair enough. Well, thanks for coming up, Indy.
Okay, so she's not the girl who got fired. Let's move on to the crazy girl. Okay.
Ariane.
Hey, Ashley.
I beg your pardon?
What the hell is even that?
A bandu top?
Okay. Ariane,
Yes, ma'am.
why do you always come up here and you want me to scold you? I'm convinced you like to be scolded. That's what I'm convinced that.
I don't want to be scolded. I was trying to update y'all.
Okay.
Shame in your...
Hold on. Do
Ain't
you
nobody shame.
consent to be on the live and potentially all platforms?
Yes, ma'am. I consent to be on the live and potentially all platforms. Now, don't come for the bonnet today, y'all. I'm doing my hair tonight. It's washed and blow dried under
Are
here.
we doing our natural hair?
We're doing our natural hair. I've been
Perfect.
listening, and I, you know what I'm saying. I'm giving the wigs a little break.
Please. I would prefer you with natural hair because you're young. I would prefer the natural hair on me. Yes.
So I'm gonna do it again.
Okay.
But
This is awful.
yeah, I lost my job because of my attitude. I need to like. I came up here really to ask you how could I be softer when I talk to people because
For real.
what did they mean by my attitude? I think my face was doing the talking for me, and like I just need to know how can I?
Think before you react. That's what you need to do. Think before you
That's
react. Who said that?
A coworker, a girl. She thought that I had an attitude when she was telling me something, but I just responded back to her like with a question. But she was like on the same level as me, so it wasn't like I was like, you know, talking back to her higher up. But
So what happened, Ariane? So she's at the job. What did you say for them to fire you? You couldn't possibly say, "Girl, don't talk to me like that." Or why would you speak? What you
I didn't even say nothing like that. Okay.
Okay, it's unfathomable what the women from my culture, the women who look like me, what they're willing to lose to not be the one, like to tell somebody off. Squared Away says, if a man gives honest feedback, he is sassy or a misogynist. If a woman keeps it real, she's a pick-misha or not a girl's girl. That's why they hold back. That's very true. But it's hindering, counterproductive. Thank you for that 5, brother. It's very counterproductive to their development. For whatever reason, black women choose to not hold each other accountable for their issues in the dating market, it's still going to affect them. Their reasons are their reasons, but they're still on the chopping block all the same for making those choices. Let's get back into it.
Be honest with me, because you know we're going to see right
I'm going to be
through
honest.
you.
Hit the like button on your way
Okay.
to everybody.
I'm going to be honest. So I was shadowing her group because, like, we have groups that, like, we teach over. So it was before I had my own group. So I was like, okay, let me just watch her group. I'm watching her group and everything's going cool. But on my break, on my own, 15-minute time to, relax, I know where my classroom was going to be. So I started getting my classroom ready. Mm-hmm. And then so I told her partner to go look at it. Her partner came back and was like, it's cute. I was like, thanks. And then she went to go look at it and she was like, come here. I was like, ooh, okay. So I followed her to my classroom and she told me she didn't like it and she started moving stuff around. So I looked at her like she was crazy because she crazy.
Okay,
Why
so
are you touching it?
Oh, so you said that. Why are you touching it? Did you say that?
I didn't say anything. I just looked at her like she was nuts. Because to me, she was nuts. But I knew I couldn't say nothing because she was trying to give me advice. But I didn't ask for advice. I asked you to look at it.
Yeah, but if you're asking someone to look at something, right? Just like when people come up here and say, look at this dress, should I wear it out? Aren't we assuming you want an opinion?
Okay. That's why I didn't say nothing to her.
You are really
So why would they
But-
fire you after that, Ariane? If you just gave her...
Because she said that I had an attitude. And she said that it never went away. And she complained about me like too many times. She complained about me like a good
it
3 or
must
4
have been
times.
more than once.
And it's just
It must
in
have been
passing,
more.
like, it's because I don't talk to her. And because I didn't like what she did, I didn't talk to her. But, like, I don't have to talk to her. I have my own people. I don't need to talk to her.
Ariane, we're seeing a different side of you. We're seeing a totally different side of you, Ariane.
Because she irritated me. I'm sensitive about my craft. I was excited about my classroom.
Mm-hmm. But it's not this. This is not. It's not this one instance. Your job is saying. They're saying there has been multiple times of where you put yourself into, and they say, you know what, Ariane doesn't know how to maybe control her emotions or be professional.
I beg your pardon.
That's what that says. But I'm gonna give you grace only because you're 20. I'm giving you grace. All right. So I understand you have a lot to learn, but I still think you know better. So I want to.
Yeah, that's why I didn't say nothing.
Mm-hmm.
I thought me not saying nothing was the better route because I know my mouth could get bad. Like I'm a very disrespectful individual when you get me.
Okay, and there it is. You know what I mean? Like, it was...
Shame in you.
Oh, you know my shame. Now, in what part of society do you expect to exist harmoniously under the full understanding that you're a blatant disrespectful human being? Now, why am I addressing this? Because you're not alone. This is a large amount of our women. I'll go to the gas station like everybody else. I know that the majority of our women are walking around conducting themselves like this. All you have to do is go to the gas station in your local area when it's really, really hot. You'll see a black woman half naked with a bonnet on her hair, rolling her neck with a lifeless look on her face. Right? Let's just keep it a buck. And y'all think that this attitude you walk around with, it doesn't mean anything and it won't cost you anything. Well, it does.
To that point, and I'm being softer and like not let stuff get to me. So I just avoided her instead of approaching her like I would usually do or like what I used to do. So yeah.
And let me also ask you this: are we in therapy to work on our anger?
I am. I'm in therapy, and that's why I have like the little skill to just not say nothing to her no more. But my face was like, I know my face was probably like Who
And outside
do you
of
think is-
therapy, I need you to find. I want you to go to the gym because I'm not for weight, but you need to
That's a big
release
bitch.
whatever's bothering you. You need some.
Oh, that's smart, Ashley. I didn't think of that one. Tell black women to go to the gym because to relieve stress or whatever. Because we have to figure out some way to get these women to get their ass in the gym and lose weight.
Like Bernice. That's a big bitch.
And like now, Ashley's getting creative now. She's like, I'll just tell these women that you're not doing it because of the weight. Like, you see how the weight issue in the black community is becoming so severe that people who are attempting to have conversations with black, they're trying to psych you out. Ashley just did a Saquon Barkley like juke to try to like trick her into like falling into wisdom. See that? She's like, yeah, I will go to the gym. I guess I will go to the gym. What are you talking about? God damn it. We shouldn't have to do all this to get you women to care about yourself. Then y'all be like, it's not about a man. Like, I ain't doing it for a man, I'm doing it for myself.
You a liar.
It's like, ugh, God, stop being dishonest.
Some type of activity that allows you to release. Because what's going to happen is someone is going to bump into you on a bad day and you're going to go to 10. You're going to end up beating them up, hitting them, saying what you said. So I need you not only to do therapy, but I need you to do something where you're releasing that energy.
Okay. Little Hot Girl Wax was doing it. It's not doing it. I will do
Boxing.
something.
They're saying boxing classes. I like that. Boxing classes. Kickboxing.
Next call.
Boxing girls be looking strong. I don't like a man beater.
Okay, listen, what you're not going to do is shame women who are in shape and you are not in shape. And you don't even care about the way you look. What you're not going to do is shame women who are working really hard at it. I hate when big girls do this. Y'all try to be like, I wouldn't even really want to be fit because you girls don't even be looking healthy and whatever. No, they do look healthier than you. They look more desirable than you. Now, me, I don't want no muscular, can crack a watermelon with her thighs chick. There are limits to this bodybuilding thing. I don't want a woman to be too shredded up. There are limits, but in general, men like fit women. You big women are not going to make it easier on yourselves shaming women who are doing the right thing. Stop it. Stop it. This is just childish.
Ariane.
Kickboxing. Okay. Get the legs right.
She's definitely
I'm with
beat up
that.
a few
I can do that. I'm with that.
Yes.
Whooping their
You
ass.
need something to release your energy.
Okay.
You need something.
Thanks, Ashley.
You're welcome, Ariane.
Kickboxing.
Keep your head up, and I want you to do better. You hear me? Hello?
Need to kick the seafood broils.
Hello?
Get her out of here.
Let me say this.
Work.
Press
Wait.
save. We can't see you yet. Press
Okay,
save.
perfect. Did I save it yet? Oh, got it. Save. Okay.
Okay.
How's everybody
Oh,
doing?
she working out.
Okay, now, again.
And
Yeah.
Again.
looking good. Okay.
Thank you.
All right.
Thank you.
Hold on. Do you consent to be on a live and potentially all platforms?
Yes, I do.
Okay.
Now, sister, why come onto this platform knowing that you've revealed yourself far more than you should, and then after maybe 2 or 3 minutes of walking on the treadmill, knowing that will make your chest area move even more, you then try to bashfully cover your hand up. I want you all to pay attention to this action. This is how so many of our black women are conducting themselves in society. They're revealing more than they should. They're exposing more than they should. And then they're turning around and saying, why am I being over-sexualized more than every other demographic of woman? And they shamefully try to act as if they weren't attempting to expose themselves. They'll have their boobs hanging out and then like cover it, when someone says something, as if they didn't have the brain fortitude to know that it was already out anyway. This is that insulting stuff that black women are going around doing, and they don't want to be held accountable for. But it doesn't mean it's not happening. Black women are not over-sexualized, or not being over-sexualized. Black women are over-revealing. They are just more likely to be half naked in timing that they aren't supposed to be. Shouts out to Burgundy Blue Commentary. Long running listener to the show. I really rock with Lolo. It's like you want the attention. I'm with you, Byro, because you want the attention to be exposed and to have your chest area exposed. But if men were to start saying something, if all the DMs that you got from this exchange were men just wanting to sleep with you, you would find that to not be a positive experience. So here's what you do. You cover that up. Now, let's go ahead and get back into it.
So, my advice is not relationship, because I'm in a healthy relationship and like everything's great. I would say more so friendships with women. I'm not, some people are like black queens should I'm open to all race friends, but I just feel like women nowadays suck at being good friends. And I want to know what your take on that is, and like maybe people in the comments.
Lord have mercy. We must stay focused,
just a little
brothers.
background
We
on myself.
must
I'm in my fourth
stay
year of
focused.
university, so majority of
So you're in a relationship.
My dog died alone.
So you're in a relation. So that's interesting. You're in a relationship. This wouldn't have been so bad if you would not have been in a relationship. Still would have been bad, but it's bad. Whoever this guy is, either he hasn't come into the full frame of himself, or he just doesn't really care about you like that. Because see, men are so territorial. We don't really want our women just exposed anywhere. When I see guys who condone their women dressing half naked and thirst trapping online, I automatically assume mental illness has something to do with it. Because this has to be something wrong with you as a man to want your woman exposed like that, and it doesn't have anything to do with you. Man, bro, like, goodness.
my friends are students in very different programs. Like I'm studying child and youth care, so I know different people in different programs within my school. But I'm just trying to know where are the friends that want to do more productive things,
My goodness.
like for example going to the gym, maybe going on traveling rather than clubbing.
I'm probably not even going to get monetized.
What's that?
For gym, you need to sign up for some type of running, bike club, or
the
fitness
clubs.
workout club. Yeah.
Okay.
Like dance fitness, run fitness, bike fitness, so you can meet like-minded people.
Yes.
Traveling, I know someone who went on a solo travel trip for women
You ever
who are
meet somebody
solo travel,
and they're so
and
boring, you feel like they
and you can
poison
travel
you?
together.
Okay.
So everyone comes kind of alone, but we're all, everyone's meeting up with the
everyone's
same
example.
purpose to travel. Yeah.
Okay.
So try that out. Yes.
Okay. I actually booked my first Pilates class for next week. It's a group Pilates.
And all the girls are in Pilates. So
Yes. And I did an aerial class last week. So I was up and down, turning, girl.
Excuse me.
Yes. But you know what? I really love your content and I love what you're doing for the women, especially a lot of the women that you put on your platform when they come back and we see that.
Jeez.
Yes, I'm from Toronto, guys. I'm from Toronto. When I see them come back and they're they've leveled up, I'm yes. But thank you for having me up here. Everyone in the comments, thanks for all the lovely comments. And yes, I'm going to do a Zomba class and take everyone's advice. Mwah.
All right, darling. Have a good night. Enjoy your workout.
Thank you, Queen. Bye.
I hear you.
Oh, beautiful girl.
Okay, now, I'm glad that we moved on from that, because the main one that I really wanted you guys to see is very important, and we still have some other archetypes before we even get to that one. So, bear with me. I want to break down a few of the lesser important calls, and then we're going to get on to the feature ones.
I'm good. I'm good. Do you consent to be on the live and potentially all platforms?
Yes, I do.
Alrighty. What brings you up tonight?
Okay, so I'm talking to this 39 years old dude, right? I'm 29. He's 39.
Okay.
And so we was riding together a few days ago because I had to go and pick him up. And then all of a sudden he had put on a video with Marcus Houston when Marcus Houston was talking to this 18 years old. I don't know if you guys remember that story a few years ago with Marcus.
But that's his wife, I think. His current wife is younger.
Yes. So he gonna put on that video in the car about how it's nothing wrong with older men talking to younger women because we're more fun, we're more beautiful. And I just felt some type of way.
You're going in and out. Your sound is going in and out. I don't know if it's where you're standing.
Yeah.
Okay, can you hear me now?
Okay,
we can hear me now.
I don't know a lot about
so
makeup,
yeah, my question is what is your advice to that? Because he's gonna put on that video about the Marcus Houston and the 18 years old girl, and I'm just like,
but he's
why is you playing? Like, why is you like even listening to it?
So is he implying that he wants to date someone? He wants to date someone 18 years old? That's what he's implying, you think?
No, the video was just saying about how older men should date younger women in their 20s. And so I felt some type of way because I'm 29 and I'm like, he's 39. So I'm like, are you just talking to me because I'm 29 or I'm 20 something? Because he met me when I was like 28. So I just felt some type of way. Like, do you think that's a red flag? Because like, yeah.
No, I don't know that. I think 29, almost 30, being with 39, that's not too bad. I don't think that's too bad. No. Okay. But still, let's ask the chat. Chat, hold on. Let's ask the chat. Chat, what do we think? Is this a red flag? Is this a problem? What do we think, chat? Someone says they're saying they're confused, Alyssa.
Okay, so what I'm saying is that he was watching a video on YouTube about the Marcus Houston. The Marcus Houston was dating an 18 years old girl a couple years ago, and then on the video, the guy in the video was
the young bull Jacob says anything an old man does is creepy. You got a point, and it's just I'm tired of it. Like I'm tired, and I'm tired of older men taking slander because they're desired by younger women. Older men can't get run in the dating market, and they can't have success in the dating market with younger women without the cooperation of younger women. So that's to Kendra G, all the other people out there who always have something negative to say about older men who are succeeding in the dating market. They're only succeeding because they're desired in the dating market. And to assume that all those women have issues because they desire older men in the dating market is one hell of a leap and one thin of a limb to stand on when you don't have a lot to back that up when it comes to every particular man who makes that choice and every single woman who falls in that circumstance. So that's that. Let's get back into it. Hit the like button as you come into the room.
Like, okay, older men should date younger women because younger women they're more fun, they're more beautiful, and older guys should always go for a younger woman. And I'm just like, why are you listening to this in my presence? Like, why are you listening to that video?
Now, ma'am, if he's with you and he's currently involved with you in a relationship, you shouldn't be triggered by the content. His presence and him being involved with you should validate you in the sense that just because he can find that to be true and also make his own independent choice. You've failed to realize that he can compartmentalize and that he can find value in an older woman, and also understand that in so many realities, it's more favorable for a man to be with a younger woman. There are guys who are with a older woman than them, maybe 3 years. Men never let a woman be too older. But there are some guys who are dating women who are 3 years older than them. You know what I mean? But it doesn't mean that they don't agree with the general perspective about how being with a younger woman is a little bit better. There are people like me who have openly said, like, just because of like where I am in my life, the amount of kids that I've had, if I were to become a single man again, because I'm more of a deep man, and just the type of conversations that I want to have all the time, I think I'm more suited for women who are a little bit older. I'm not saying that, I'm not sure how favorable it would be for me, but I know myself. I know that I could date older women a little bit more seamless than a man who is looking to have kids and looking to have more kids, a man who has different aspirations than I would have as a single man in the dating market, if I was a single man in the dating market, you see? So I hate that older men have to take a hit for being successful in the dating market. They can't succeed if the younger women don't like them. My bad for the long-winded phonologue. Shouts out to Edwina, she made up the phonologue. Let's go ahead and continue.
So it made me kind of feel uncomfortable, actually. Yeah.
Yeah, so it sounds like he only wants to date younger women. That's what that sounds like. He only wants a younger woman. So I guess, yeah. But, and I guess that's why he is with you. You are 29, so that's 10 years younger.
Yeah, so I don't know. Like, I just don't want to feel like he's like trying to take away my youth, trying to take away, like, you know, yeah. But yeah, that was just my opinion or whatever. I just want to ask you for your advice.
I mean, do you feel like he's taking from you? Do you feel like he's taking?
Very old soul.
Yeah, because the only thing he do is sleep. He just sleep. So after we be intimate, he go to sleep. Yeah, after yeah. So yeah, I'm gonna have to cut him off. I'm giving him till May though, so his time is ticking. But I just want to ask you for your advice, Ashley.
All right, Alyssa, have a good night, darling.
You're giving him until May, ma'am. You're wasting your time. You're giving him till May, but his clock is ticking. You know what, fellas? This is why when you're in the dating market, this is why. Until you're sure, move in a relentless manner. Don't be overly emotional about women you haven't committed to, and be sharp in defining in detail, because women will play with your time and mind with you and play with your resources when they've already made a long-term decision on if they're going to deal with you or not. And they'll just deal with you for 3, 4, or 5 more months and have you taking them on dates and listening to their uninteresting stories and things of that sort, all while they've already made up in their mind that the clock is ticking on you. And she's already decided that she's done with you, possibly already priming some other guy. And you're just sitting there like, that's why if you ever cheat on a woman or she catches you cheating because you agreed to a monogamous situation, just leave her. Don't try to get back in the relationship and live in sorry, because she'll pick another guy because you did that during the relationship and feel justified because you hurt her feelings. And she'll feel she was justified in building up a secret relationship while you guys were working on the infidelity. She'll justify her building a new separate relationship at work or somewhere else that she had primed. She'll justify it. She won't even see that as infidelity. It's real talk. She won't even see it as infidelity. That's why women cheat more, because when women cheat, they often don't even know that's what they're doing. They've already justified it and excused it in a way that isn't rational. They just have justified it. Doesn't mean it's rational. Just leave the guy alone. Stop. If you don't like him, you don't want to deal with him, leave his money alone then. If he's some guy you don't trust, you don't like him because he listens to RP content and whatever, why hang around him for 4 more months and let him take you out to eat and let him spend money on you and use his resource on you? It's because you're a bad person. That's why.
Good. How are you?
I'm doing well.
Let me ask you this. Do you consent to be on a live and potentially all platforms?
I do.
Hit the like button, everybody.
I just have some questions because, how do I say? I find myself mothering a lot of men. I don't want any. I don't want to be in a relationship. And I want to find a nice way to be stern without being rude with my boundaries and what I just don't like, even just from like being in my presence. Just 2 seconds ago, this young boy I've been having assist me with some work that I'm doing made a comment about me not texting them back, and they said They said, oh, how have you been? I said, busy, LOL, how about you? They said, I see, with a skull. And I was like, because it's like, I don't have any obligations to anyone, and my communication is not personal, especially when it's only been 24 hours. I'm gonna get back to you. They told my hair, I see.
But you also said that you guys work together, so why is he even texting you that way?
So that's why I said I find myself mothering, because sometimes I feel like men, boys, dudes just like to talk with me to, I don't know. And so every time I'm like conversing, whatever with them, I always just pivot the energy to how are you? Oh, okay, sounds good. Yes, I'm doing this. And yourself? But it's like sliding that in there, like where did you get that?
But wait, so where did he get the impression when you guys were speaking that he can text you and say, hey, what's going on? I haven't heard from you.
I don't know. That's why I'm like, where did you get that? And so
Okay, Kenneth stopped the show with a Cash App, and he took the sponsor spot with $30. Let's get it. Much love, man. I appreciate you, Kenneth.
Papa,
y'all show him some
there
love.
Goes that man.
Show him some love, show him some love, show him some love, show him some love. Thank you for your contribution to the show, man. That puts us at 55. We're just about halfway to go. We're at that place where I can make great money and justifiably take the day off. Don't let me off the hook.
Getting at is, how do I respond with what I'm getting at, with saying basically like, don't ask me where I've been. Like, I don't like that.
Don't be so friendly.
Okay.
Just be kind, but don't be too friendly.
So like, what would be considered friendly?
I think having open energy, being super inviting, super warm. Yeah, that.
And so that's why I was asking, how do I do that without not being that? Because naturally I am super warm and I'll be kind and stuff like that. Because I see people like, for just who they are. So I give them just, I guess, a safe space, but I don't like that.
Yeah, but people have to earn that. If they don't earn that, then that means you don't have boundaries.
Okay, I'm moving on from her. This is just someone who thinks that they're far more interesting than they actually are. We're going to move on from her.
Beautiful. Welcome in.
Hi, everyone. I'm 37.
Okay, hold on 1 second. Do you consent to be...
Wow, first off, let me say, this is one of the best looking 37-year-olds we've ever reacted to. Wow. And I will say, boy, do black women age well. And why do I say that? I say that because older black women, you have a unique opportunity in the dating market that you don't know you have. You have an opportunity to sort of luck up on the higher earning men who usually don't want children anymore or have had their children already, and older guys like me who are looking for, more of a deep intellectual situation on a daily. And not like younger women can't offer that. It's just that for a man, you're prioritizing these things a little bit more than typical, right? Older women who are really, really good looking and can compete with younger women who are over 35 who can compete with younger women from a physical standpoint. It's important that you still learn femininity, even if you're not even aiming to get married, that you learn to cooperate with men, that you just in general learn men. Because most women, especially women in the white demographic, by the time they're 35, they look 56. And I'm not saying that to just randomly just shade white women. I'm just saying that it's true. It's what we all see. They know it. They know that they don't age as well as we do. To all the old, like Ashley Dalton, they say she's over 50 or something. I don't know what the heck this chick is. But if she's anywhere near 50, she also represents the demographic of like really, really good looking women. Like she's an example of how good our women age. But the fact that a lot of our older women tend to be less marriageable than the younger demographic of women, regardless of how good they look, that's a problem also. So our older women, our older good-looking women, like, it's so important that you guys take these conversations serious. You make adjustments. You're not so far in your life that you know it all. Especially seeing if you're good-looking and over 30 and single, just like Mr. Samuels would say, and most dating experts would say, 9 times out of 10, you're the problem, right? 9 times out of 10, you're the problem. So that means you need to listen to people who know more than you and make adjustments. Longest rant of the show. Let's go ahead and get back into it.
You're on a live and potentially all platforms?
Yes.
Okay.
My question is how to deal with women's reaction when I tell them I don't want to have children. A lot of times when people ask, do you have kids? I say no, and they're like, oh, you need to hurry up, time's ticking, and I'm not interested. I enjoy my lifestyle, I enjoy the way I live, and being a mother is not for everyone, but I get a lot of negative feedback from it. So what can I say without being rude? Because I get called, oh, you're selfish, and I'm like, it's not a selfish thing, it's a choice.
I would assume this is on social media if you're getting a lot of comments.
This is at work, talking to women because, the girls are pregnant and they're, oh, when are you having a baby? And I think a lot of them don't realize that I'm not in my 20s. I'm like, been there, done that. And kids just aren't for everyone.
Simple as that. Kids are not for everyone. Someone said lie and say you have kids.
You know what? I have nieces, and I'm perfectly content with that. My best friend, she has 2 girls. They're teenagers, and I love them. I adore them. I enjoy being the rich auntie. That's where I'm at in life.
Ma'am, we've heard the whole rich auntie thing, and I'm here to tell you, none of you women ever actually look happy. That's why y'all all are saying the same things, and you're recycling the same statement and slogan. It's in desperation. You don't really feel that way. You aren't really okay. And see, what you women don't realize is that you're failing to contribute to your family in a proper way. You're coming around wanting other people's children to fulfill your life. You all sometimes accidentally become imposing people in the family dynamics because you don't have your own kids to focus on. So you find yourself meddling and just being in the mix when you shouldn't because you don't have your own stuff going on. I get it. It's funny how you don't care about having kids, or you're saying kids isn't for everyone. But haven't you noticed, no matter where you go, the conversation can't escape you. No matter where you go, people can't help but bring it up. People can't help but want it for you. Isn't that plaguing? Isn't that almost like the walls closing in on you? No matter how much you try to avoid a thing, you can't. It's the same thing like us men when we're broke. Like when we're broke and our money is down, it's like no matter how much we try to have a good time, every time we turn around, something's going to remind us that our money isn't where it's supposed to be and that we could be doing better with our life. Every time somebody wins around us, we try to feel happy for them, but it kind of sucks. The origin story of a hater.
Oh, that's a good. You could say that. I enjoy being the rich auntie.
I get to spoil the girls, and I enjoy that. And I get to travel whenever I want. I have my purses, my shoes.
I get to travel whenever I want.
Shaming yourself. Ain't nobody shame.
Ma'am, that's not a flex. I'm going to tell you something. As a father, having a child is a far greater experience than any vacation you can go on. Okay? Like, it's an unbelievable experience, actually. It's just hitting you all at once, and you can't do anything about it. It's basically a constant state of being overwhelmed with joy you didn't even think was possible. I promise you, no matter where you're going in life, it's not fulfilling you the way a relationship with a child. One thing most of us find out about life is that the main thing that really matters, even more than our time and our money, our time means more than our money even, but even more than our time, our relationships are probably the most important investment we'll ever make. Than any stock, any crypto, whatever we do, real estate, whatever it might be, your investment that you make in your relationships will probably be the most fulfilling. So you women who are 55 and with a career and find yourself void of a relationship, that means something, of significant relationships, meaningful ones. Psychologically speaking, for every woman who's ever attempted the same thing, that's been a dark thing. And my question is what makes you so significant?
It's a lifestyle, and I think maybe it's like low key, like, oh, I wish I could have that lifestyle, because I do hear how they speak about being a parent and they can't be as leisurely with their funds. Absolutely. But don't criticize me.
Absolutely. I would say ignore it. If you're happy and content in your life, like you say,
Ma'am, you're a 37-year-old woman. We live in a world where that's critical and objective, and people have opinions. You're on a public platform. See, you're 37 years old. You haven't grown up. We're starting to get down to the point of why you're by yourself, because again, you women, you come out here into the dating market late for marriage, late for a baby, late for everything, and it's like, I don't want nobody saying shit about me. I don't want to hear it. The reason why you're trying to get ahead of it like that is because you know you wasted time. And the better looking the woman, the more time you wasted, the more poor it reflects back on you even worse. Like, it's bad. It's bad. It's bad.
Traveling, you're living a life you want to live. Don't allow that to bother you. And again, I like that response. I'm the rich auntie, okay?
I love it.
Yes, I'm here for the girl.
I do.
Mm-hmm.
Just two losing women just celebrating together. That's the issue. Like, this right here is exactly why black women are having a hard time developing in the black community in general. Ashley represents an archetype of woman who actually means to help these women. Like, it's her intention to be helpful to these women. But she also wants to be in support of some of the ideas that have held women back, that in some reality they're better alone, when they aren't. You ever see black women when they're left by themselves with kids? It's awful. It's a mess. Even when she succeeds at doing it, she's all tired and beat up. They're like, look at Big Mama, and Big Mama be just laid up over there. It's like she's drained of life because she's had to do too much. That's not honorable. That's not no. And you're not built for the job if by the time you're done it, you're spent.
So I would say ignore it. They're saying they're jealous. Yeah, they're projecting. That's what I'm seeing in the comments. Yeah, but I would say ignore it and enjoy your life.
I will.
Yes.
All right, Ashley. Thank you.
You're welcome.
Okay, now, glad to move on from her. Because there's a lot of silly to go around this week on Ashley's show. Before we get into the feature presentation, there was one ridiculously entitled woman that I have to cover.
Hey, bestie.
Here we go.
Hello, Jazzy.
Hi, Ashley. How are you?
I'm good. How are you, beauty? Your hair, the dimples. Welcome in.
Thank you.
You're welcome. Hold on one second. Do you consent to be on a live and potentially all platforms?
Yes. Okay. I'm a little nervous, so if I start looking crazy, that's why. So I have a peculiar ideology of dating right now. I have two kids. I have a 7-year-old and a 3-year-old by the same person. I don't know if that matters. But anyway, I have two kids. I am 36. I did graduate from college. I have a fresh out of college job. Not really where I want to be, but pays the bills. I do want to date for companionship, and not like just. And I'm not talking like sexually. I don't want to go there with the person. Just companionship. Like maybe go to museums and stuff like that. So
The hell
I
you
have a
mean?
problem with it just stopping at companionship for me. They, of course, want to go further than that. And then I don't have a friend anymore.
You are really wrong. For real.
My dog die alone.
Shame in yourself. Ain't nobody shame.
What the hell are you talking about?
Why?
Okay, so let me get this straight. You came back out into the dating market, much older, possibly overweight.
Like Bernice. That's a big bitch.
2 kids. 2 hungry, expensive kids. And you think that men are going to orbit around you and spend money and their time and resources on you. Not saying this can't happen for any woman, but on you, and just orbit around you under the understanding that you'll never put out. Ma'am, you're going to have to grow up. You're going to have to grow up. You're going to have to wake up. Wake up. You got to grow up. You're going to have to get real, ma'am. This is not how the dating market works. I get it. You're afraid. You're scared. You're probably one of those women that that the moment that a man sticks it in, you're like, and it feels good to you, you're like, if he leaves me, I'll kill him. I understand. Some of you women, you mean the best, but your heart is directly attached to your cooch. And it is what it is. And so you're reserved intentionally because you know that when you go there, you really go there, and then you're on the guy more and whatever. But that's called putting yourself out there. Dating is a risk. You're not going to be able to do it void of risk. So just stop this. You're too old. Men aren't going for it. That's why you're on this dating show right now with stories and circumstantial situations where it wasn't favorable. Because this goes against the nature of men. And to have this look on your face like, how dare they not let me mine their time and resources void of getting anything out of it? How dare those guys? This is why I have a job. This is why men gather around and listen to these conversations, because they're experiencing this stuff in real life and they cannot even believe it themselves. They can't believe it's happening all over the world. Unbelievable.
I think that's most heterosexual men.
Exactly.
They want to eventually sleep with you. Yeah.
That's not where I'm at right now. Because then it's like I don't want to.
That means you're not dating guys right now. Are you crazy? What in the world is wrong with you, lady? Like, ma'am, that means you're not dating men right now. That means you're not messing with guys. That means you've committed to being single. You've made a choice. You decided you're going to be by yourself. But here's what you don't get to do. You don't get to just date men, get your meals paid for, probably have him paying for your bastard children's kids. Let's just keep it real. Probably have him paying for your kids' meals and taking y'all out. When y'all go to Disney World, they go and whatever, but we not even really in it. We just friends and all this other weird shit. Don't nobody got to accept that type of deal. You women who have an issue with men, who are afraid of men, leave men alone. It's funny, y'all be scared to even let a man come anywhere near you, but you want their resources. Get your ass on somewhere. That's what I don't like about women today. You guys just think you get a man's stuff. And he like the nerve of him to want something in return. Who do you women think y'all are? Who do you women think y'all are? You're some overweight post-wall broad. Who are you? To where some guy is like, oh, I'm going to just sit around this overweight old broad. And not even get to crack these stale Cracker Jacks. It's not even nothing ripe. You wait on a ripe harvest. That's like some shit molding. That's like a harvest molding. And then your goofy ass sit around and wait on a molded harvest. What you gonna wait on a harvest that ain't ripe? What are you talking about? That's just not where I'm at right now. That means you're not dealing with guys. That means you're done dating, mama. You're out. Get the hell away from men.
I don't want the relationship like that.
So
like,
if you don't want the relationship, then I mean,
I want all that comes with it. Besides that part, I'm not there right now.
All that comes with it, except that part. My godness, I'm about to faint. This lady done lost her mind. D. Corey says she needs to hug on her kids for some companionship. Facts, like you got perfectly good children sitting right there who you don't even want to talk to. Probably don't even like them. That puts us at 60. Much love for that 5. She's like, oh, I want everything in the relationship except that. Of course you do. Wouldn't that be nice? But check this out. That'd have to be a dumb guy. That'd be a guy who's sick or something. Why would you want a guy who would even accept that deal? Just think about it. What respectable man who like has options out here in this world, warm bodies he can enter, why would he chill around you? What you got going? My question is too is, what do you got going on? What do you got going on? What you got going on to where that's a good deal? What you got popping? That's like that's something awesome to do. Woo! We can't make this up, people. This is why I got a job.
Someone said find a gay best friend.
That's okay. That's honest. Okay.
Yeah, a gay best friend. A gay bestie will definitely pay for your drinks and things.
Right.
Mm-hmm. Find a gay bestie.
Hit the like button on your way into the room.
That's what they're saying in the chat.
They're trying to kick people out.
Yeah. Okay. Mm-hmm. I mean, that was simple. Okay.
All right.
Okay. Thank you.
You're welcome. Do you consent to be on a live and potentially all platforms?
So I want us to come on here because...
Do you consent to be on a live and potentially all platforms?
Yes, I consent. I just had a baby. Let me give you a backstory. Before I had my baby, I got my body done, which I didn't know I was pregnant when I got my body done. So, he was a surprise. It was very unexpected. I just had him in December. He's about to be 3 months now. And like, when I found out that I was pregnant, I was already 2 months post-op. And I was really loving my body, and I was so happy because I had so much confidence.
Not wasting my time, Warner. I'm going over to the feature presentation. Done with this. You women letting these BBLs destroy your life. Have some integrity for yourself or something. My goodness, this don't make no sense. You women destroying your lives. Destroying your lives. to look like It's a Bug's life is tragic. How dare y'all do that and then not improve?
Hello, Fit Bay Kimmy. Welcome in.
All right, before we get into the feature presentation, Mr. Salah took the sponsor spot at $60. Show that man some love, man.
Mama, there goes that man.
Much love, Salah. He says, see you tomorrow. Norfolk VIA, stand up. Norfolk VA. David Edwards dropped 75 and then took the spot. He didn't even put nothing with it. He just took the spot. Much love, David Edwards. Appreciate both of you guys. That's a quick turnaround right there. Much love, guys. Thank y'all very much. Show goal reach tomorrow. We will be here tomorrow. Much love to everybody who's been supporting and contributing to the show. Every time we do this, we offset every unfair thing that happens to us in this platform. Let's make it happen. Every time we make go like this, we make them look stupid. Norfolk, stand up. All right.
Oh my gosh, I've been waiting for so long. I'm like, does she see me? Does she not?
I see you, girl. Welcome out.
Hey. So, okay, go ahead and ask your consent question so I can consent.
Do you consent to be on a live and potentially all platforms?
I do.
Alrighty. What brings you up tonight?
So, I want to be your next success story.
What in the hell?
I am really motivated to level up right now. I have already leveled up from like a long time ago, but I'm in a different space right now. Like, I'm grown, I'm older, my mindset has changed, and I just want something better.
Okay, and what's better look like to you?
Well, I want a penthouse.
Okay.
I beg your pardon?
I want a Porsche.
Okay.
And I want like a little puppy because I don't have no kids. And I just want to live like the single, cute, put up lifestyle.
Now, ma'am, I think I speak for all men when I say, who the hell do you think you are?
Shaming yourself. Ain't nobody shaming.
Ma'am, there's nothing wrong with being an average woman. You are an average woman. Men aren't going to be looking to break you off like that. I'm just looking at you. The hair on your head's not yours either. Who knows what you even really look like, sir? Like, you don't get to just come into the dating market asking for, like, a penthouse? And in what city? At what tax rate? What are you talking about? You don't just get to ask for a penthouse. And a puppy? What are you talking about? You get to buy a dog and buy by yourself, but you don't get to just ask for a puppy that a man's supposed to buy. This is even dumber than the Travelicia shit. What do you think this is? I want a puppy and I want this and blah, 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 blah. Almost a reflection of how so many women in the dating market just don't have mature dating standards. My goodness.
Okay, and what are we doing to work towards those goals? Have our dream apartment, our dream home, our dream car, and to have our dream dog. What are we doing?
So I'm going out. I'm back on the scene. I have been going out.
Hold on.
Yes. I am
going out.
I'm outside.
This is amazing. This is amazing, everybody. Unprecedented level stuff. And I think I'm the only person who's gonna catch this. Shouts out to all the other content creators who are gonna catch this now. Like, instead of her figuring out how she can improve herself as a woman and add value to herself to make men want to value her and stay with her, Ashley asked her what she could do to improve herself and to change her circumstances. She just said go outside. Like, all she has to do is just walk outside. Like, who would have knew, fellas? We're talking about a woman who's as average as the day is long. Talking about all she's got to do is go outside. And that's what she's going to do. And then she's going to hook some rich guy who's just going to pay her bills. and get buy her a penthouse and a dog and like what'd she say? A Bentley, some car will not obtain.
I am outside. It's I'm living in Vegas. Okay. At 80 degrees today. Okay, so yeah, we're outside. I have this like little bar, restaurant, hotel that I'm trying to become a regular at. I'm also in my fitness bag again.
Okay.
So,
And what's the outfits look like when we go out? When we're out in Vegas, what are we wearing?
classy, sexy, classy dresses, stockings, heels, stiletto boots. Like that's all me.
Okay, and what are you attracted? And let me say this, Kimmy. So it sounds like, okay, Kimmy's like, I want the penthouse, I want the car, and I want my dog. But as you know, not to work with, okay, shout out to the girls who work, but I really want it through, a provider guy. Is that what you're saying? I want someone to sponsor my lifestyle, yes?
Yeah, that is what I'm saying. And I have had like success in the past. So I really try not to like dwell on the past and like stay stuck there. But I have had success in the past when I was like more like toned down and like slimmer and everything like that. But I didn't have the mindset. Like I just was like kind of like ditzy. You know what I mean? I was smart.
Maybe just younger, more bright-eyed self. Yes.
Yes.
Okay.
And not understanding my potential and not understanding like I could get anything that I want. Like anything.
Okay.
Yeah. You are so funny. So yeah.
So what are we attracting now? What's the vibe like now? What type of men are we attracting now?
Older. I like older men is what I attract.
Okay.
But I always have this, oh my God, this is gonna sound so weird. So I always have this like feeling that because I'm attracting older men, it's like, are you attracted to me because I'm younger or are you attracted to me because of something else? Because if you're only attracted to me because I'm younger.
Both. And he could like you too, but if we're being honest.
Ronald Mitchell just dropped 10. Much love, Ronald. Thanks for that 10, brother.
So you think, Kimmy, you think he's after, he sees you and like, I'm after her heart?
No. Okay, what I'm saying, that's why I said like, it's gonna sound weird. I'm just like, because I'm not getting any younger. And neither is he, obviously, but I'm not getting any younger. So are you only attracted to me because I'm younger? Like, do you... Like, for instance, if I'm dating a guy, I'm in my 20s, I'm 25. If I'm dating a guy, he's in his 40s or even in his 50s, because that's what I've dated in the past. And I keep you around, not like as a boyfriend, like a husband or anything like that, but like if I keep you around as like a sponsor to sponsor my lifestyle that I want.
Your pardon?
Are you going to get bored of me once I turn like older, like in my 30s and my 40s and stuff like that? Are you going to be attracted to a girl who's in her 20s again?
Oh my goodness, everybody. This is amazing. Unbelievable. She's like, I'm going to translate this in Bimbo. She's basically saying, if I allow you to be used by me, will you later on down the road not find value in me when I'm an older woman? Because you allowed me to use you because I was a younger woman. And the truth actually is that most guys aren't necessarily looking to like, when a woman is loyal in her good years and during her best years, he's more willing to be with the woman when she ages out and she is past her prime. But you have to play your cards right when you're in your good years. But you're not even a woman who's looking for marriage. You're looking for a man to fund your laziness and to fund what you don't want to do. And you're not even that girl. You're not the girl who gets that deal. You get a guy working at a warehouse or something like that, and you have your sights very high. But it doesn't change your reality, unfortunately. Unfortunately, your reality is still the same. And you should not be surprised. Let's just let the clip play.
Or are you just attracted to me because I'm younger, like in relation to you? Does that make sense?
Yeah, but I think if he's older and he's dating younger women and he has all the money, he will. It doesn't matter if she's in her 20s, 30s, or 40s. If he has the means and the money, I think, and if that's the type of time he's on when he met you, like the time of, okay, you're young and pretty and I want to finance your life, and that's how he moves, I'm assuming that's how he's going to continue to move. Even if he decides, okay, this one right here, I'll marry her, but I still want to play sugar daddy. I still want to finance the girl's lifestyle. So if that's the guy you want, let's say you want that guy who's sponsoring your lifestyle, buying you all the things, I can't say he's going to stop doing those things, but if you're okay with it and you want to become the wife, then try to become the wife if he's not married already, honey.
Yeah.
If you're about that life, if that's what you want.
Yeah, that's what I want, but I don't date married men.
No, I'm not saying married, but I'm saying if he's not married, if he's still looking for his wife, just someone who's on his arm to go to galas, functions, whatever, have someone on his arm, but he still wants to go out and play and, you know, do what he wants, then you have to decide, where do you want to be? Do I want to be the wife or the one he plays with?
Okay. Okay. That's food for thought. That's food for thought.
When someone is older than you, and I'm not saying you're not smart, Kimmy. You may be smart, but you aren't wise. And what I mean by that is when a man is older, he can still see right through you. So although you think you're sharp, he may be a little sharper. So I say...
D. Corey says she won't find value in that man if he's broke. And therein lies the most profound point in all of this. Ma'am, you're wondering if a guy is going to switch up on you. You're worried about a man who only wants you for youth. That's why you are just an amazing feature presentation, because this type of a lack of self-awareness mixed with entitlement and delusion and just a hint of stupidity makes all of this the better. You think that you're supposed to be able... She's no different than the lady with the dimples earlier. You guys think you're supposed to be able to get something out of men for nothing. But you're absurd. You're worried about men only wanting you for one thing, and you only want a man who has money. You're the thing you're worried about. You're like, I don't want anybody who only wants me for one particular thing. But if you don't got money, I will not deal with you. It's like, where does that even... How's that logic holding up for you?
Say that to say, be careful. That's all I'm saying. Just be careful. And if that's the game you're playing, just move smart, is what I'm saying, Kimmy. Does that make sense?
That does make sense. That makes a lot of sense.
All right, so take your time. You are beautiful. You are fit. You came up here looking good. Your hair is looking good. I know the body is giving. You're in Vegas, not too far from LA.
Yeah.
So date. Take it slow. Take it one day at a time. And if that's the life you want to sign up for, just be aware of everything else that comes with it. Okay?
What do you mean by that? Like everything else that comes with it? Like, I've had success in the past, but like I said, like I just wasn't ready. Like I just didn't know my potential. Like I didn't know like what I had. I had so much to offer. Just being a woman, just being feminine, just being real cute. Like
wait. Hold on, lady.
What the hell are you talking about?
You don't get to just say that you have a lot to offer. That's the issue with women in the dating market. A lot of times you guys are assessing yourself. You're deeming yourself things. And the buyers in the dating market decide all those things you just said. You're not an exceptional woman. There's nothing wrong with being average. You're average, and there's nothing wrong with that. And without that hair, if your head looks like a dirty tennis ball under there, below average. You don't just get to get a guy who's going to buy you a penthouse because you're on Ashley Dalton's show yelling it out.
You know, I'm a good look.
But this is the thing. This is the thing that
Says
changes
who?
Kimmy. So before you weren't aware of who you are, right? And you were able to get those guys, right? But it changes. Once you know who you are and then you're with that guy, now that you know who you are, you're not gonna want to put up with BS.
Oh my God.
So that's the thing now. Now that I know who I am and I know I could get him, but I know who I am. Do I want to put up with it? So now that's something else you have to think about. So I'm saying if you decide to go into that type of lifestyle, you have to be okay with everything that comes with, meaning he may be dating 20 other Kimmys.
Okay, and I'm dating 20 other Kennies.
I mean, it don't work like that. It don't. I mean, you could date, but I'm saying sleeping with. If a man is, we say this as a lady, Kimmy. If a man is doing all the things for you, right? All of the things. He's getting you your apartment. He's getting you your car. He's buying you flowers. He's sending you money. He's doing all of the things. Women are going to fall in. I don't care how many of y'all say, oh, I'm going to get Kenny and John and whoever. You're going to fall in love because he's being consistent and buying you all of the things. And you are going to get emotional. Even if you sit here and tell me you're not. You are. Because he's showing up and doing all of the things that other guys aren't doing.
Yep.
Yeah.
Okay, Kimmy. All right, you're not ready yet. See?
I am ready. No. I'm listening. Ashley, I'm trying to like perfect my poker face.
Shame in yourself.
I'm listening. No, I'm taking it in because I don't really have anybody to teach. Like, I never had really anybody to teach me the game. I see people in the comments. I'm really not paying attention to it, but I did see one like, oh, like she's new to the game. Girl, I moved to Vegas when I was 17 and I'm 25. So I'm not new to the game. And before this, I was in Chicago. So I'm not new to the game.
Ma'am, just because you moved from one demographic region to another, that does not mean that you know anything about life. That just means you moved.
Game is just that I'm new to who I am right now. You know what I mean? And I want something different. I want something better right now.
Yourself. And also consider going to therapy. That's what something else I want you to do. Okay?
Yeah.
Okay.
I'll go.
All right.
Share my Instagram as well.
Hold on.
Oh, I'm sorry. Consent.
Yes. Do you consent to be on the live and potentially all platforms?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay.
Okay, so yeah, I'm gonna share my Instagram with you, and so everybody can see it if they want to.
Okay.
But
all right.
I honestly just want to know what about me is giving off like that I can accept, that I'm going to accept like mediocre behavior.
Oh my God!
And I feel like the amount of like the guys that approach me, it's like it's no middle ground. It's either like they're like 4s and 5s, like looks, personality wise, they're really not doing anything, or it's like they look at me as like I'm their dream girl. Like you are everything. Like you're everything that I want. You're everything. Like whatever. But to me, and that's important. I do think that a man should look at you as like his dream girl for sure. But I want to look at a guy as my dream guy. And I feel like no guys are like my dream guy. Okay. Does that make sense?
No, that makes sense. So even if the guy is like a 4 or 5, right? What is that? Like, okay, outside of his looks, is he like, you know, established, does he have his stuff in order? Outside of looks, although he's a 4 or 5, does he have his stuff together?
Or it's like, it's never like the full package. Like I know nobody's perfect, so nobody's gonna be a complete 10. But it's like, okay, he has the looks, he has a great career, like he has whatever going on, but he wants to be cheap with me. Or it's like, okay, he doesn't want to be cheap with me, but he isn't working a real job, and he's not that attractive. So it's like, it's never like at least 3 out of 3. Like, cause you can't be cheap with me. You can't not have, stuff going on. Like I'm 25. But I feel like I'm very accomplished to be 25. Like I work in higher education. I love it. I applied to nursing school, so I'm probably gonna go to nursing school in the fall. I got accepted to Emory, I got accepted to Vanderbilt, I drive a Benz. Like I feel like I'm doing, like of course I'm not perfect.
I thought you were older.
Now those are accomplishments. Those are great accomplishments. But I promise you, those accomplishments will never trump femininity, fertility, youth, ability to cooperate with a man, so on and so forth. Rome King says, I mean this respectfully, ma'am, you have no closet. You're asking for too much. Yeah, he was referring to the feature presentation, and he's not lying. Now, she's 25. She's a very accomplished woman. I guess she's got some education. She went to some decorated schools. So here's the part where Ashley Dalton loses her mind, because this woman is the modern woman of all modern women. D. Corey's story says, her hair and lashes say treat me mediocre. It's just, they put so much emphasis on it for it to mean so little, and for it to be awesome, and to be often messing up their what they got going on. They're losing attraction.
You feel more mature. It gives boss energy. Like,
and a lot of people say that.
I would have thought you were
a lot of a lot of people say, like, when I met you, I thought you were like 29, 30. And I'm like, but I'm still, do I look it? And it's like, it has nothing to do with how you look. It's how you just
your energy, your maturity, the way you carry yourself, the way you talk, you knowing what you want, feels more grown up. Yes.
Okay, so I'll give my Instagram. I don't want to take too much of your time.
Okay. Are you?
Yeah.
Do you live in Atlanta? They're saying you live in Atlanta.
I do, and I feel like that's the issue. I do stay in Atlanta. I do. I'm from Detroit, but I stay in Atlanta. I went to Spelman. I went to Agnes Scott. I have a master's, so I've been here forever. And then I applied to
girl. Jordan, you are that girl. Spelman graduate.
Yes, I love Spelman. 1881. And I worked at Spelman. I work at Georgia Tech now, so
the real deal, and came up here presentable, hair done, all of the things.
I'm literally just coming from work. I'm like, let me see if Ashley gonna accept my request.
Yes, you are her. Okay,
now, are we referring to her just being a good adult? Absolutely, you can give her credit. But if we're talking about men and her positioning in the dating market, I'm here to tell you that none of that stuff means anything. And that's why men need to be involved in these conversations. Because she can level up, and men don't care about her degrees. Y'all are talking about dating and relationships. Y'all talking about men. And her degrees don't really... Men don't... We just simply don't care. Matter of fact, it isn't that we don't like the degrees, it's that those things make y'all start to talk more. Y'all get a little bit more opinionated. You want to do something with it, but it ain't your job to like educate me. It ain't your job to lead me. It's my job to lead you. So your little knowledge might get you messed up. Right? I don't think it's the degrees in itself that make women like move out of being attractive and like unmarriageable. It's what they choose to do when they get the degree. It's their choices after they obtain the success. Or it's their belief in what they believe men should think about it. It's their belief systems around how men should value it. And when they see that men don't value it the way that they want, what do, fellas? They say we're jealous. Oh, he was jealous. He's intimidated by my income.
Let's look at the Instagram.
Okay, yeah, so it's THE. Oh, it's my TikTok. So the Jordan Elise, no spaces.
Okay, hold on. Girl, hold up. Girl, girl. Hold up, girl.
That was my birthday. I just turned 25 like 2 weeks ago.
It's giving. Okay? It's giving, Jordan. All right, we see you, mama, and the body is right.
Yeah, I go to Pilates. We just talking Pilates. I was just on the live. I go to Pilates twice a week. I lost over 20 pounds over the. I was in the gym because I felt like I was at my heaviest. I was like 205. But I'm 5'7", so I don't think people could really tell. But I lost over 20 pounds. So I was lifting heavy, but then I was like, okay, I'm done with the gym. So I'm in Pilates.
Very classy, very pretty. Yes. You need to get out of Atlanta. No.
That's what the chat is saying. Everybody.
Beauty and brains. And classy. That's what I'm also seeing. And in shape.
Yeah.
Now, Atlanta might be a weird city, but there are a lot of successful men in Atlanta. You women who be acting like you guys have the whole you women who be acting like you have whole demographics of like cities like scoped out. You guys don't have it like that. Y'all haven't dated that many men. You wouldn't want to date that many men. So stop acting like you guys have whole entire demographics of cities like scoped out like that. You like, you know what the problem is? Maybe it's like maybe it's that I live in Nebraska. It's like, bitch, shut up. It's these Nebraska guys, you know what I'm saying? They just.
And looks good without the makeup, okay? Because you know they're going to say that too.
I know, yeah,
okay?
No.
He looks good without it. And the body's right. Yeah. You need to change locations.
Okay.
And what about the guys from... I know from
not change your behavior,
you guys have
change location.
Different meetups and events.
Somebody
so when y'all get together with Morehouse and things like that, what about that? You're not meeting guys from there? What's going on with that?
I'm 5'7". I don't want to be like they're short, but they are. All men, like Morehouse, they're short. And they they're just not talking about, they're not talking about nothing.
Morehouse, how dare you? How dare you? These are all men who are probably more than likely going to be accomplished. Y'all see what I'm talking about? Y'all see what I'm saying? These are men who are going to be accomplished in life. These Morehouse, like men who are probably going to be doing things. Men in the black community. You see how easily like our women would just dismiss off a whole demographic of educated men? Look at that. And y'all be wondering why like people pull up to listen to dating and relationship conversations. It's because the dating market, people are saying crazy things. So now men in Morehouse are too short for you. This is rich. Men at Morehouse, they're oh my goodness. Everybody's like, oh, you must be short or whatever. I'm not, but that's not like so. It's stupid. Somebody who was standing at 7'5" would know that this is stupid. Because a man standing at 7'5" would understand that a man standing at 5'7" is the same man that he is. And that man is stronger than women. If that 6'7" or 7-foot man sees a 5'7" man in an altercation with a woman who's 5'7", he's not going to care that them evenly matched. He's not going to say, okay, you guys are about even. Go ahead and square off. No, he's not going to do that. He's going to make sure that the man doesn't hurt the woman because he's stronger. He's more coordinated. His bone density is denser. His position in nature is higher. It's rich to see a woman dismissing such a broad group of potentially successful men, and they're the same height. Whew. And I say that as a man who stands closer to 6 foot. What a dumb decision for you women to make. Hoo-wee. I hope you women can get back in contact with some of these 5'7" guys. I hope you can successfully circle back, because you're gonna need to when you're 55, and you realize that all the men who are in the rare height categories, they're picking the younger women, not the women who wasted their time and turned down the men who wanted to marry them. Unbelievable.
Okay, what about the seniors? What about the alum? When you guys have homecoming, what's that like?
I mean, it's a little weird because my dad went to Morehouse and he's like super involved. Like he's a Kappa. He went to Morehouse. He even went to Georgia Tech. So it's kind of like, oh, Jordan, I know your father. And it's like, that's weird. Like, that's weird.
Okay. All right. A different city. I said
Oscar Martin Drop 5 says, keep winning. Much love, brother. You wanted it more.
different
Thanks,
city.
Oscar.
They said Morehouse.
Yeah,
wow. I guess it's not the Morehouse from 1990.
No, this new 2000s, it's a different breed.
Oh, it's a different breed. Okay. The Morehouse men are different, she's saying.
Okay. But yeah, I applied to Georgetown, and that's in DC. So
okay. Yeah, they're saying
I mean, they pay back acceptance from nursing school with that.
They're saying DC. Everyone's saying DC.
Okay, yeah, the chat. DC.
And are you open to like all men or races? Are you open?
Oh, absolutely. I'm not closed off. I've had not like a true dating experience with like other races of men, but I've definitely communicated with like white men. I've communicated with like Middle Eastern men. It just hasn't really gone anywhere. And I think also too, I don't think I'm in the spaces to be able to meet them or interact with them. And I don't do dating sites. I'm not on Hinge or anything like that. I feel like that's like the devil's playground. So I'm not on any dating apps. But I feel like I'm just not in the spaces where I guess like men of other races would be.
Yeah. It's time to change locations and put yourself in those
That's
spaces.
it.
I'm just here to tell you it's not you. You have it going.
Okay.
For 25, you are very accomplished, beautiful, seem like you have your head on straight. You have both parents because you mentioned your dad. You went to college. No settling. Yeah, no settling.
Yeah.
Absolutely not. No.
Yeah.
Because
I can't.
Yeah. And you shouldn't. So I say.
Okay, now, Ashley, you need some help. I get it. You're trying to uplift this woman. But what you got to understand is this, and I'm going to close here. What you have to understand about this, Ashley, is that this is it. That woman is 25 years old. And again, you didn't tell her anything about what she can do to be valuable to a man. And you're validating her. And you're sending her out back into the dating market with a stamp of approval that's a little bit too green. You're giving her the green light. She doesn't need the green light. She needs to be at the yellow light. She needs to be cautioned. Because I can already see that she's not a wife. And I wasn't even in the conversation. Wasn't anywhere near either of you. She's not a wife. You're telling her that that she shouldn't settle based on the fact that she's gotten degrees, based on the fact that she's accomplished as an adult. Mr. Samuels tried to explain this to you all, and men are gonna continue to try to explain this to you women, regardless of how much you rebel. Your personal and economic value, your personal adult value, and your dating market value. These are two completely different evaluations when talking about you, right? When talking about a man, our personal and adult value and our dating market value go together, you see? And here's the issue. You guys aren't men. You aren't men. So since you aren't men, you can't make your personal value and get mixed up, and you can't make it synonymous with your dating market value. This is absolutely irrelevant. We do not care. You're telling her that she's winning and she's doing well with men based off of things that do not matter to us. This is why it's good to sometimes listen to the abrasive content creators that you think hate women, because over there you probably might find something closer to the truth. than those men who you invite on your show, who I can tell who are your friends. Maybe you don't need a friend talking to you about this type of stuff, Ashley. Maybe you need somebody like me who don't give a damn about how good you look, who don't give a damn, who don't want to sleep with you. Somebody who will just have the conversation with you straight about what all this is so you can learn. I sense that you do this from more of a place of wanting to help the women than Kendra G could ever dream about, even though you're compared to Kendra G also. So that's why I want to help. I think that you're close to being able to help the women. But again, you fall victim to the same things that Kendra G falls victim to. You think that you can be in full support of the women, but also kind of be a part of the... Well, you think you can be in the sisterhood, but also be their medicine. You're going to find out. You're going to find out that with dealing with black women, they will never, ever in any lifetime or quantum dimension make it that simple. Because to be on a black woman's good side is they need you to be a little blind. They won't let you see them clearly. They need you to cover one eye. And if you uncover the other, they will call you a pygmisha. They will say you're against your own and all this other nonsense. Is it far from the truth? Yes. But it's what they'll do nonetheless. And it's what we see all the time. And again, I think that you meant well. Not trying to stop you from uplifting a black woman, but you just validated a young woman who didn't need to be validated that way. She actually has work to do. I can tell she's not a feminine woman. I can tell she's far from being a housewife. Closer to being something that'll just sit in the home, be cute, and spend a guy's money. Not a housewife. And maybe you don't think that that's a good place for a woman to land as a housewife. I would ask you why. But I'm pretty sure that you probably don't see that as a favored position. Maybe you see that as oppressive and not a good circumstance for modern women to find themselves in. But I'm here to tell you, we're better together than we are apart. When women are getting married and women are actually having meaningful relationships, the black community is growing in a meaningful way. So, much love to the show sponsor who came out and sponsored the show, David Edwards, and everybody else who supported. Salah, he came through and dropped 60 right before the show. That's not to be just glossed over. Salah and Edwards held it down for you guys and made sure that you guys got another show. So shouts out to Salah and David Edwards and everybody who came through and supported and contributed on today's show. Had a fun show. It was a good show. We almost made 2 hours. I appreciate you guys for coming through and enjoying the show with me. Much love to RM and everybody who moderated down there and just added something to the conversation. For my young people, to my OGs, everybody down there, I appreciate you all. I'll be back here tomorrow with the show that you guys earned. I'll see you guys later. Be good.